Which of the following is a directed broadcast IP address? With this question, there are a couple points here. They're all based on the original Class B network ID 172.20, each one of them. At least 3 of them are using a prefix of /21. This one is using a subnet mask of 255.255.248. I have a suspicion that this might actually be the subnet mask equivalent of /21. We'll have to investigate that. In any event, there are 2 ways we can solve this question. One way is we could convert 22, 31, 38, and 46 into binary, which would take some doing. The other way is we could, using /21, we could subnet 172.20 and get the original subnets and then look at where these particular IP addresses lie. The first thing I'd like to look at is what is 255.255.248.0 as a prefix. Well, 255 is 8 ones, 255 is 8 ones, 248 is 5 ones, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 3 zeros. So this is 8 and 8 is 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. This is /21. Therefore, we can think of number 2 here as being /21. So all of these were the result of a subnetting process that took 172.20, subnetted it with /21, and then derived a set of subnets. What we have to look at is what are those original subnets and where do these particular IP addresses lie within those subnets. So what we're interested in is from 22 all the way to 46. So let's subnet 172.20 and I'll write the next 2 octets in binary. We're using a prefix here of /21. So /21 covers the first 2 octets. That's 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. So that's these 5 bits here are our subnet bits. The increment value is this bit. The value of this bit is 8. That is our increment value. The subnets therefore are 172.20.0.0/21, and then we took the subnet bits from the 3rd octet, so we're incrementing the 3rd octet by 8. So I'll just write the 3rd octet. It'll be .8, .16, .24, .32. Let me scroll down here a bit. .40, .48, and I'll stop at .56. So let me just complete the last octet here. And let's go back and look at the IP addresses. 172.20, 22.255. 22.255 is in between .16 and .24. 22.255. So therefore, 22.255 is part of the 172.20.16 network. 172.20.31.255. 31.255 is in between here, 31.255. 32.0 is this network ID, 172.20.32, and this is 172.20.24. 31.255 is in between 24 and 32. Oh, look at this. The network ID is 20.32.0. If I went back one, what do I get? 31.255. 31.255 is actually a directed broadcast IP. We'll just make note of that. Let's look at another IP. 172.20.38.255. 38.255 is in between 32 and 40. This is 172.20.40. Now, if we went back one from 40, what we would get is 39.255 being the directed broadcast of the 32 network. That's not this. I should have noted earlier that 22.255 is not directed broadcast either, because if the network ID is 24, if you went back one, the directed broadcast for the 16 network would be 23.255. So only 31.255 is a directed broadcast IP so far. Let's look at the last IP. 172.20.46.255. 46.255 is in between 40 and 48. 172.20.48. 48 is the network ID. If we went back one, the directed broadcast of the 40 network would be 47.255. This is 46. So the only directed broadcast IP we have in this list is 31.255. So the answer to this question is 2.